how do teams help agents create a work-life balance? We've talked about it a little bit, on the episode, but when we work in an industry where we feel like it's a 24/7 job,
Yeah.
like we've all gotten the 11 p.m. text messages, we've
Yep.
all gotten the phone calls where we're at dinner with our family,
Yeah.
we've all been called on a holiday morning, right? Like, how do we help an agent feel like they have some sort of work-life balance when it honestly feels like this is a 24/7 job?
If you want to be a high producer that does a lot in production, helps a lot of people, you're going to be working 24/7. Okay. That's just straight up, like, that's the job that you're signing up for. And if you're not ready to do that, then maybe real estate is not for you. But there's a difference. And it's, I think, a very key difference, which is exactly what you had already said, where the team allows agents on the team to do nothing but focus on their clients.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about if that document got submitted to legal. I'm not worried about if that box was checked in the MLS to like say that this is the number of bathrooms or whatever it is, right? Like, I am not jumping into the MLS and changing something up on the listing. I'm calling my marketing manager and I'm saying, hey, I need us to look at this together. We get 2 eyes on it. And I need you to change this for me. Yeah. Or I need this to be added to it so that we can make sure we share this with everybody. I'm talking with my transaction coordinator and I'm just saying, hey, I'm in the car on the way to an appointment that's a client-facing, money-making activity. And I'm saying, hey, is everything good with title, with the lender, with the, did I give you the inspection addendum that we find, and did I get all the initials that I needed? Like, that's perfect. Great. How are we looking on closing?
Yeah. Are
we getting there? Did they get their Alta statement? I'm making sure that all of these little pieces are taken care of and I'm not actually taking care of them.
Yeah. I think it's a little bit, I think it's a good thing. And also it's just a good thing. Like, our agents go under contract on a home and then all of a sudden they're just sitting at the closing table.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I say that a little facetiously, but
sure, we
still manage the appraisal process and manage the inspections. But I mean, for us, we have an amazing transaction coordinator who has access to our schedules. And then all of a sudden we'll just see a closing right on our schedule. And it's like, that's the amount of freedom that we can have by not being in the minutia of everything. Transaction is something special. And I don't think you can ever experience that unless you have enough production to afford it.
Right.
Or you're a part of a team who affords that to you.
And something about work-life balance that I don't think is recognized enough is really just like the mental load of it all. Where whenever I go home at the end of the day, I've gone on 2 listing appointments, I've showed 3 houses. It's absolutely insanity during my work day, right? And I'm headed home for the evening and I've done all of that client-facing activity and I'm not worried about crap. I've got a closing in 2 days and where's the Alta statement? Or crap. I was supposed to submit this to my brokerage for compliance and now I'm going to have to do that at 8:00 tonight when I would rather be watching a movie with my family.
Yeah.
Because all of that was taken care of by an admin staff. And this is just talking transactional too. I could get on my soapbox about everything that's done for marketing, creativity, for the prospecting and lead flow opportunities, all of that's happening behind the scenes that literally just appears for us as agents. And we go into the office and we're like, I want this social media post and I'm going to call back all of these leads that were already handed to me and I'm going to make my calls and then I'm going to go to lunch.
Yeah, I agree. I think that it excites you whenever our TC can call you and say, it's not exciting in the moment, but when she says, hey, this is an issue that's happened, but it's okay. I'm already working on it. I'm already working to fix it. So that's I don't know, that's a little bit of my love language. I just have it all under control. I mean, we love the words clear to close. It's it gets everybody excited. But I think secondary, if there's someone that's a part of your team that says, here's our problem, but I'm already working on fixing it, it's like the most amount of weight just gets lifted off your shoulders. And you're like, this is amazing. It's
like if you were to imagine a solo agent schedule as Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they've set up for all of their administrative stuff, all of their listing prep, all of their photo editing or whatever else, video editing, social media marketing, all of the stuff. They 3 days worth of time on all of that. And then Thursday and Friday, they get to do client-facing activities because those are the days that they have for those activities. And then on the weekend, they're running around doing all this stuff, like picking up their open house signs and doing all this stuff. And then they've only spent 2 days doing client-facing activities when team members, we could do that 7 days a week if we wanted to.
Yeah. And I think that's something to note is like, because the team allows you to focus on the one thing that's most important, and that's being client interfacing, is I'm thinking about an agent on our team who's been a couple years. She had a fantastic year this year. She's gone on more than 100 appointments this year. I think it's close to about 130. And if she was sitting here in this interview and I were to ask her how she felt like her year went, I think the answer that she would give is, I felt like this is the easiest year that I've had so far. Like, I didn't have to work every weekend.
Yep.
I didn't have to work all my nights. I was able to be home with my family. And the reason why I think she can say that is because a team, we were able to rally behind her and coach her through conversations, how to set appointments, how to control your schedule. And we were able to say it's going to be hard in the beginning because it feels so unnatural, but trust in the process. If you make movement towards that, by the end of the year, you'll be so much more control of your schedule than what you were last year. And she would admit it wholeheartedly. And I think that's a power of what just knowledge from leadership, knowledge from other teammates can give an agent if they want to have freedom. And I think a team can provide that.